The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
According to the attorney, the day will come when elites other than Sean Diddy will get arrested. Let's see what Joe Rogan says about Hollywood elites involved in Diddy's court trial.
That bit is like, look, you don't have any real personal beef with Diddy, but it's got to go down. The bits are there. I'm a gold miner. I just found some gold.
You're right. Maybe I'm a sociopath.
It's not that you're a sociopath. It's just that that's part of the gig.
Yes.
Like, you're not a sociopath with your friends.
No, I think I'm maybe an empath.
Yes.
But I guess it's one of those things where, like, you justify, you go, okay, I think this person might have done something bad.
One host recalls a humorous bit about the rapper Diddy, highlighting that while there might not be personal animosity, the comedy must connect to the current events surrounding him.
Did you see that one dude?
No, this is in L.A.?
Oh, my God. I got to send you this.
While the raids are happening?
Yeah. He got caught up in the raid, and he was yelling, I'm a celebrity. I'm a celebrity. It was like one of the most hilarious clips. Hold on. I'm going to find you this. It's so funny. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jamie?
But you bring up a good point, which is like, are there ever situations where you feel you won't?
Wait till you see this.
Diving deeper, they reference a recent incident involving police raids at Diddy's residence. One of the hosts bursts into laughter while sharing a clip of a man at the scene yelling, "I'm a celebrity," as chaos unfolds around him.
He's wearing a sports bra. Hold on, we're going to play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put your headphones on so you can hear it.
See Santana.
Oh,
yeah,
saucy.
Look at this.
Wearing what appears to be a black sports bra, red tights, and the performer's signature trim beard and long eyelashes.
They touch on the impact of Diddy's current situation on his standing in the entertainment world, with one host questioning if his career might be coming to an end. Speculation arises about whether he might face jail time or find a way to escape the legal troubles looming over him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a move, huh?
I mean, Russell's out there.
Yeah.
You know.
Is he been formally charged, or does he just know that the shit is out there?
I think there's just so much shit out there.
Bro, I think those rappers did some wild shit.
I mean, it was,
especially in the 90s.
Music business. It's a lot of people.
It's not just the music business. It's like, it's the extortion business.
Well, I mean, the rap game was crazy. That's a thing a lot of people don't realize is like,
The discussion pivots to the lengths people will go to protect their interests in the world of crime and entertainment.
back in the day, especially like early rap game, you weren't just going to play at, what's the random theater that you would play in LA? What's like a big theater? I'm trying to think. The Orpheum or something like that.
Wiltern.
The Wiltern. Some guys were explaining to me, it was like, you would play at the local hood club. There was like a hood club that you could perform at. And then that was owned by the local drug dealer that was washing money there.
Right.
So this is where the idea of like checking in comes from. Have you heard of this term?
Yes.
Like,
As they delve into conspiracy theories, the hosts question the legitimacy of high-profile suicides, referencing the case of a Clinton associate found dead under suspicious circumstances.
checking in was basically like, hey, I want to make sure we're good because you're going to pay me. And if I don't check in, you might rob me because you're putting me up at the hotel and you know everything that's going on and you're a drug dealer. So you don't play by the rules.
Right. When you come to Houston, you're checking in with certain people.
Mr. Prince.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Prince.
Yeah.
You don't got to check in, Joe.
You got to check in, say
Joe
hi.
don't got to check in.
I'm not in that business. I say hi.
You've had him on here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a legend in the game,
He's a
dude.
legend.
The hosts emphasize the absurdity of a justice system where perpetrators of serious crimes seem to evade punishment, likening it to a store without any products being purchased.
Out of respect, I say hi.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So what is like, how does a guy like him, like I'm trying to think, like how do you navigate that to the point where people have this like respect and fear because of what they assume you've done in the street world.
Right.
But you're also operating legitimately.
Yeah.
And nobody can get you.
They try.
They try.
Well, they tried with him many times.
Finally, they touch upon the ongoing investigation into Diddy, speculating whether the feds are really targeting him or if they're after the potential evidence that could implicate much bigger names in the industry.
Sometimes you have to tell Diddy no.
Oh, man, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
Sean Diddy Combs' alleged list of accomplices to be revealed soon. The names will shock you, attorney says. Whoa.
I think he's going to sing, if I got invited to the white party, I'd have gone.
Especially if you didn't know.
Of course, no one knew. No one
Right.
knew.
If
And then
you don't know,
find
you're just
out.
a celebrity, and you know, oh, Jennifer Lopez is going to be there. Oh, Rick
That's what I'm
Ross is
saying.
going to be there. Everyone's going to be there.
And-
That would be a cool place. I want to meet those people.
Fact.
Here, the names on Diddy's list will actually shock you, such as Jennifer Lopez.
What is...
But that's what you can do in comedy. That is enough to checkmate most comedians.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I read and you go,
You're
he
not
does
wrong.
read. All right.
Yeah. Well, it's just a funny thing to say because you could also be like admitting the ridiculousness of it yourself while saying I read, because it's kind of an admission. Like I'm not there. I didn't go to the freak off.
Yeah,
I don't know
hear
what the
somebody
fuck
came and
happened.
goes, I went to one of these parties, and man, P. Diddy was like, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go fuck Meek Mill in the butt. But like, that's never going to happen. No one comes out.
The host is discussing Diddy's past, suggesting that sometimes the ridiculousness of a situation becomes part of the joke.
You get in that rush, but now the rush is controlling the world.
Well, isn't that?
Yeah, it's like
kinda-
the way we feel about like crushing on stage is the way Hillary Clinton feels about crushing Libya.
But isn't
Yeah,
that what?
we came, we saw, he died.
Wasn't
I
that L.
fucking
Ron-
crushed.
Wasn't that L. Ron Hubbard though? L. Ron Hubbard was like, "Hey, this will be funny. I'll start this and go into this, start a religion." And then like years later, he said when his friends he told that to hit him up like, "This is crazy, dude. You did it." He's like, you ran that scam," and he's like, "Scam."
With a laugh, they reference L. Ron Hubbard and the bizarre origins of Scientology. They recall how Hubbard started a religion on a whim, leading to a fascinating exploration of his prolific writing career that produced a plethora of works, albeit often nonsensical.
Everything he wrote was hot nonsense. If you read it, it's like these are the dumbest stories.
Well, do you remember the Dianetics commercials? Do you remember the commercials with the the volcano, like the lava was going off, and it just gave you like the most generalized things anyone feels. He goes, "Are you sometimes tired and sometimes awake?" Like nothing was just like vague.
You did it before, right, Lewis? When they
in
had
Times
the test
Square,
in
they
Times
used to
Square,
have
I've done
people
it.
because it was just kind of cool. I was like a dumb.
Reflecting on their own experiences with Scientology, they express disbelief at the odd methods of persuasion and recruitment used by the organization. They recall awkward encounters with less than enthusiastic members attempting to sell the church's ideology.
Like, what is it? What is it reading off my body? And the dude was like, oh, I don't want to explain. He didn't want to really be there. He's just a member who got roped into doing this thing. He had zero enthusiasm about the
yeah,
sale.
they're like they have the street team job for.
It's the lowest level.
It's the lowest level job you could have, where is having to go out and bark people into your church.
Have you guys read Lawrence Wright's book about it?
I don't think so.
It's called Going Clear.
Oh, I saw the
documentary, the
yeah.
HBO thing. Yeah.
They share thoughts on the loneliness that can come from a purely rational worldview, drawing attention to the happiness that belief can bring.
Yeah, the documentary basically tells you all you need to hear. But
Thank God.
It's so it's such a strange religion. But here's the thing about it, man. This is what's weird about religions. This is my, I'm a moron, but I occasionally have these moments where I'm like, I think I know what the fuck is going on. If you really believe it, it benefits your life. Even if it's hot nonsense.
One host passionately expresses that there's more to life than meets the eye, suggesting a deeper connection among people that transcends the physical realm.
Even if it's a 14-year-old kid who finds golden tablets that contain the lost work of Jesus and only he can read it because he has a magic rock.
Yeah.
But if you get enough of those people, they make great neighbors. Like it fucking
I'll tell you
works,
though,
man.
they just
Like,
want their kids
is
to go
it
to
better?
school.
But here's my question: is it better to be an atheist and to be this person who just like objectively looks at the world and like none of this makes sense? There's no way there could be a God. I think when you die, and that guy's fucking miserable. That guy's taking medication, and all of his friends think he's annoying.
Continuing the discussion, they analyze how organized religions often have convoluted origins. They question the credibility of modern religions formed formed in recent history, contrasting them with ancient belief systems that may carry more weight due to their age.
I mean, I'm a devout atheist, and you're right about all that. You believe like in a higher power?
No, I don't not believe. I believe
that's what my girlfriend says when I ask her.
I believe there's more to the universe and more to life than we can think of through our narrow field of perception. That's what I think. I think there's more to human contact and interaction than just people talking to each other.
They touch on the similarities between various myths and religious stories, playfully musing about the possibility of reinterpreting figures like Jesus to fit modern contexts.
Cameras all over the house and
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah, what? That's all the bottles.
Nah, that's AI. That's gotta be AI. That's gotta be AI.
I don't know if it's AI. I think that's real. I think it was lube and baby oil. I think you had a variety of different substances.
Who counted that? Was
Look at that.
1,000?
Look at that.
Joe Rogan said that Diddy had 1,000 bottles of baby oil in his mansion, which actually shocked him.
The rumors are that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors, yeah. I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than that.
Dude, when Homeland Security invades your house,
you got problems.
They were there to delete everything. Like the real people that were in there, you know.
Oh,
like
that's
the same
funny.
thing with Epstein. Who
Why?
knows?
People genuinely love it when someone like Diddy gets caught, though. The glee that people have is weird.
Joe Rogan said that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein deal.
This is how I really feel, right? Other than him just being a freak. I don't know how you get in that position and do all of this wild shit. It just leads me to believe you don't have no real friends around you. Well, because if you're worth $1 billion and you're the guy that has all of these different people employed, like literally you're the reason all of this stuff is happening. All of these people have jobs. You mean to tell me not one person says...
One host raises a critical point. How does someone in Diddy's position engage in such reckless behavior without any friends stepping in?
Bro, you gotta stop fucking around with all these drugs. Bro, you gotta stop fucking around with all this alcohol. Bro, you need to stop fucking around with all these girls. Bro, stop it with the prostitutes. Why do you have guns in the house with the serial number scratched off? Like nobody, not one person comes around and says, what the fuck are you doing? You're gonna lose it all?
Yeah, no, that's a good point. So it's either arrogance. This is why I asked if he's a Fed. He's either arrogant to the point where it's like nobody will catch me, or three things.
The conversation then shifts to the idea that Diddy may feel untouchable. He might either believe he has leverage over others or is so deep in his own world that he underestimates the consequences of his actions.
He's got enough evidence on so many other people that they're like, well, if I go down, then they all go down, so they're not going to come to me. Or he's already cooperating with the feds and has been, or not even the feds, the CIA, FBI, whatever the fuck it is. So he's like, I'm in with them. They're going to protect me because I'm getting all the blackmail information on all these people for them. So because like when Russell Simmons, was all those women or whatever, and allegedly, he knew he was doing it, and that's why he got the fuck up out of here and went to Bali.
As they navigate through the various angles, they reflect on the influence of drugs, alcohol, and unchecked power.
Also, you can only go to
That's
Bali.
not true, though.
Charlamagne, I'm gonna fucking go crazy.
It's not, though. The only reason I want to say that because people that's saying stuff like that is very liable. He never had any criminal charges. He always was living in Bali. He always was building his resort in Bali. He has a whole wellness retreat in Bali. He's always, ask Chris, he's always been in Bali. And he's in the States all the time.
Oh, does he come back?
All the time. Literally. He's in New York, he's in LA. When I say all the time,
all right, so
all the time.
Scratch.
Amidst the speculation, the discussion highlights Diddy's potential motives. They suggest that he may be grappling with deep-seated trauma, using substances and escapism as coping mechanisms.
Scratch that from the record. I thought he's staying in Bali.
No, that's an internet narrative that people created.
Well, he should make some videos here too doing yoga.
But he actually has a wellness retreat.
No, I believe it.
You see Usher go there, you saw Taraji there, they all get flack when they go there.
I believe it.
Because it's Russell's place and nobody can't stand next to Russell.
Got it.
But
okay,
he's not hiding out.
So this makes it, all right, this is different.
They can't help but laugh at the absurdity of the allegations, discussing the strange evidence mentioned in the trial, like unusual items found in Diddy's home.
So, okay, that's completely different. Because if Diddy wanted to get away, he could have got away. Diddy, for some reason, he's either incredibly arrogant and doesn't think that he can be taken down, or he believes that he's innocent, or he believes that there are people that would go down if he went down, and they wouldn't want that to happen. People in possession
all of that
of
could
power.
be true, or he could just be too far gone. He could be too far gone off the drugs,
Oh, you think he's
and the
really-
alcohol, and the power, and the ego, that he's just delusional as fuck.
The hosts then explore the implications of these charges, pondering the possible outcomes if Diddy is found guilty.
Because at that time, Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in his parties. So the way I would get in his parties, I show up with a camera. Like, yo, Puff, you need to document this shit. And he turned around, what's up, Playboy? I said, yeah, let me get that, man. Ain't nobody getting this. And it wasn't back in the day with the camera phone. I had the big fucking Canon that you put on your shoulder and the light and the shit. I said, let me change the battery. Let me get all this shit, right? So at one point I told him, we were actually in Philly and he was throwing a party and he said, yo, Playboy.
Jamie talks about how he was known for throwing these wild parties in LA, often inviting major music figures. One of his most memorable moments was when he threw a party at his house and Puff Daddy Diddy came through.
This party's $1.5 million. I said, like, for what? I mean, what are you saying? He said, it costs $1.5 million to throw this party. I said, Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything. I said, but that's too much money. I said, you come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. And he got a little mad because, you know, he was like, yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front. I said, no, I'm not. I respect you. I said, but LA, I just know how to get around.
Fast forward to the party in LA, and Diddy calls Jamie early in the morning with a challenge. Make that party happen. Jamie, ever the entertainer, immediately started putting the pieces together. By noon, his small house in Tarzana was filled with the right crowd. Beautiful women, cool guys, and no haters.
So he gets to LA and he calls me early in the morning. Yo, Playboy, make that shit happen. It's a Saturday. I said, cool. I'll go in on my phones. And by 12 o'clock in my small house in Tarzana, and God bless my neighbors that live there, I'm no longer there. I know they wanted me to get out of there because I was too much. But the party's fevered pitch, and I invited the right people, you know, the right girls who were beautiful, but not too tight, not too, you know, just everything was great. The guys, wasn't no haters there, you know, because LA could, you know, man, fucking, cuz. No, one of that. It was.
Jamie had truly created an atmosphere that rivaled the biggest parties in the world. Fox humorously points out that they were keeping it budget-friendly by serving Kentucky Fried Chicken on fancy plates and Coca-Cola in pitchers. He proudly notes, we're still only at $280.
The right guys, and he shows up. And when he shows up, he goes, that's the girl on that TV show. Oh, that's the girl in the movie. I said, yeah, we're friends. It's like, we all hang out here. So it's like, you know, it's all good. And that's the girl. I said, yeah. I said, but look at the party. I said, look over there on the table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put it in a nice plate. I got Coca-Cola, but it's just in a pitcher. I said, we're at $280 right now and counting. I won't go over 400. And he had the most incredible time, right? But at that party was all musical people. And
Jamie recalls meeting two guys in his garage, one of them short and the other tall. The shorter guy introduced himself as Pharrell from the Neptunes. Jamie had heard of them, but had no idea just how big they would become.
I did it for a reason. At that party, Missy Elliott, of course, she had her room. Everybody's going crazy with Missy Elliott. I'm going to my garage, and there's two guys, a little guy like this and a tall guy. The little guy goes, yo, B, it's like this all the time, B? I said, yeah, who are you? He said, we the Neptunes. My name is Pharrell. I said, yeah, man, I heard of you. That's how long ago this was.
Wow.
So he's like, can I? I said, just go in and have a great time. There was another guy standing on the wall, green jacket, like a green little jumpsuit. Nobody was talking to him. Guess who it was?
Turns out it was none other than Jay-Z, back when no one really knew who he was. Fox laughs, recalling how Jay casually complimented the party, not making a big deal about who he was.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs back behind bars, a magistrate judge denying him bail, saying that there were no conditions that she could conceive of that would make her confident that he would appear again for other court appearances. The judge saying, my concern is this is a crime that happens behind closed doors. Diddy's lawyers had argued that he had made good faith efforts by showing up in New York ready to surrender to face these charges, but prosecutors said that he could not be trusted, that he has a history of trying to intimidate witnesses, including some who are going to be witnesses in this case. They urged the judge to remand him. She did. And when the judge did, Diddy, who was sitting at the defense table with his attorneys, did not show any signs of emotion. He took a sip of water before he was led out of the courtroom by the U.S. Marshals.
CNN reporter Cara Scannell said that Diddy was denied bail due to serious allegations.
Power does corrupt.
Oh
man.
my God!
You seen it happen, huh?
Yes, a million times. Like man, this actually when I read the indictment, I'm reading it. I'm just like, this is just a dude that's power. He's super power trippy, super ego trippy, and it's the drugs and it's the alcohol, right? If you ask me, I think this man. This is a podcast, and this is what we do on a podcast.
This is allegedly.
Yes, I think this man has so much grief.
They reflect on the need for systemic change to protect vulnerable individuals in the industry, emphasizing that the real issue is about understanding the dynamics of power and exploitation. Stay tuned for more.